So this is pretty much the cleanest my truck has been all year, all 2020. Fun fact, I used to wash cars when I was 13. I used to go around the neighborhood asking the neighbors if they wanted me to wash their car. But I just picked up this rack back from the shop. I had them do a lava line, the bed paint, so it looks nice and clean. Unfortunately, they did not do any type of prep work, so this looks nice, but this bad boy started peeling off instantly. It comes off super easy. So what had happened was the paint that was originally on this metal, you can kind of see here, was peeling big time. So I emailed him, I told him how much it would be to do this type of finish on top of this rack. He gave me a price and he did it, but I don't think they prepped anything. He assumed that the paint was 100%, but I don't understand how he assumed that. If you can tell just right here how bad it's peeling everywhere. So all they did was spray right on top. So none of this is bonded correctly. All I gotta do is start at wherever there is a chip, and this whole bad boy is gonna come off like here. This took me about 5 minutes to take off. So unfortunately, since they didn't do any type of preparation work, they're gonna have to do this again. Yeah, as a tradesman, I feel for them, but you gotta prepare, guys. You cannot just try to make money fast and assume stuff like this is not gonna happen. So that's why it's important to really prep and be thorough. This guy was nice enough, but he kept me waiting twice. Emails were super delayed, so it looks like he has a lot on his plate right now. Unfortunately, this added to it, but I mean, this is not acceptable. It's not. So this is the bare metal. I'm thinking of just, I don't know, what do you guys suggest? Is there anything that you suggest to paint this with? What we agreed on is he's going to give me a full refund. I'm going to have one of the apprentices put a grinder to this, take it down to bare metal again, and then I'm debating whether to take it back to the guy to, if I prep it for him to just spray it, or to do something else. So what do you guys suggest here? The only reason I don't leave it bare metal is because here the salt water is so strong that it's gonna rust. It'll rust pretty quick. So since I just had this made this year, you know, and I mean, I use this for work, but I try to keep the truck nice. That way when I roll up to a job site, it looks really nice and professional. So I don't know, any suggestions? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, hope you guys are having a better day. Aloha. In case you're wondering why Hawaii is called the Rainbow State, guys. Oh, look at that beauty. Perfect photo shoot right here. Over here finishing up this gorgeous house. Give you guys a sneak peek in a little bit. Right now we're just doing all the punch lists. Ended up doing the stove. I sent my uncle to help me out while we were in quarantine. So this is gonna get some veneer stone. It's gonna look super nice. Look at that front view. Man, that's a beautiful rainbow. It's a little bit more distinct earlier. Look at that wraparound deck. All right, guys, we are done. Shout out to my uncle at Fine Builders for helping me out while we were in quarantine. They did the stove for us, but yeah, look at this. Really nice wraparound deck over here. Beautiful view. This thing got waterproofed extensively before the rock went in, so Praying that that holds a long, long time for these new owners. This house is going to go on the market for 2.2 mil. So if you got some money laying around, you want to live in Hawaii, brand new, beautiful build, huge living room, kitchen. This is a master. I'm digging the carpet. Usually I'm not a carpet guy, but this is a nice design. And perfect for your feet because that hardwood floor is super rough. So this is nice and soft. Nice walk-in closet, his and her. And then a beautiful shower. So we pretty much just touched up all the trade damage. They went with a really light orange peel on this house. Came out really nice. I really like the color scheme they chose on this one. Brightens up the space, especially with all this natural sunlight coming in. They did a lot of crown molding on the top. Well, not all the way up, but that way you got at night, this must light up really nice, but dimmable, the whole 9 yards. And over here, so all those little polka dots is the homeowner. I made him do a final punch. That way he's happy with the end results. Everyone's happy. And we do everything that they see that maybe didn't get seen. But pretty much all of it was straight damage. The tile didn't cover the Durock all the way, so we just skimmed it. Yeah, super nice. Here too, we forgot to take that plastic off, but these bedrooms are nice and big. All of them have carpet. And then downstairs. All right guys, on to the next. Aloha. Hey, what's up guys? So we're finally back at this job. This is where we shot the screw off contest video. That giveaway that Graver's doing, still going on. I'll put the link in the descriptions if you're wondering what I'm talking about. But yeah, we had to go away for a little bit, leave this job sitting, because this was the last job that we were on right before that little coronavirus debacle we had. So it got shut down, and GC wanted us to quarantine. So my brother likes the Milwaukee rather than the DeWalt because it goes slower. I like the DeWalt rather than Milwaukee because it goes faster. So it's all about preference. Anyways, this is our setup, roller glazer. And this gun is about, oh God, I want to say about 20, 25 years old. Tape Tech. It was my father's. I bought it off of him when I was first starting. When I first started getting side jobs on my own and I started getting a little busy, I noticed my dad, well, my dad's always been a union man, so he's always pretty much worked Monday through Friday or whatever the job site wanted him to. And on the weekends he would sometimes work side jobs, but mainly just, you know, hang out with us. So this wasn't getting too much use. I bought it off of him and it's still running strong. I decided to upgrade the head. So all I did was I got the Drywall Masters cover plate kit. And now it comes off easily so you can wash. So we'll see how that fits, because as you can see there's a little bit of gap, but as long as you muscle this bad boy down, it closes. So I'm crossing my fingers that it doesn't leak, because if it does, that's going to kind of suck. And for you old school guys, the wheel has these holes that the mud would go in. Only till maybe the last 10 years they started making these little plugs, because you don't really need mud to go inside the wheel. It just makes it harder to clean, and if you don't clean it really good, then you have little mud rocks inside of this bad boy. So all I did was I took the caps off of my Drywall Master, the other one I have at home, I put it there. So now it's a little hybrid, but this thing is still running strong. This is gonna be a family heirloom. I'm gonna keep this forever. Maybe give it to my son if he decides to do drywall too. So yeah, I'm gonna get to it and then have my brother run the gun. I'll shoot some video. Hope everyone's having a good day. All right, guys. So not every idea is gonna end up being a success. Yeah, I tried retrofitting it to update the old gun, but I guess that saying is super true. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now we have a big ass leaky plate on it. All right, well, good thing this house isn't that big, Edgar. Yeah, so other than that leak, everything else top shape. So if you think automatic Bazooka is too much money and you're not ready to take the leap, I encourage you to just buy it anyways, save up some money from the jobs you do, especially if you do a lot of drywall, because they last forever. That's a testament. As long as you take care of it, granted, and you don't try to experiment on it too much. That one, all I did was change the chain over time and the blades, the needles, nothing else. Everything else is original. Yeah, I better get to work or else I'm just gonna be following around my brother. So let me put on my stuff. Guys, checking out the next house over here, doing a bid. Oh, this is nice and small up here. Stairway. And then it gets kind of chaotic down here. Down here is 9 feet. Still pretty good. So this is the new portion of the house. Then you transition to the existing, where it's going to be a little bit, I think it's like 7'10" on this area. Goes to like 6 feet over there. No, not 6 feet, like 7 feet. I can touch it easily. And yeah, so here I just talked to the, okay, I think we're hanging here. Yeah, here is gonna get hung, I think. Yeah, okay. So this is getting hung. And maybe here. Yeah, that looks crazy. This one. And not this one. Yeah, this house is going to be a lot of crazy tie-ins. So he said only where we have to hang. So this, thinking we have to hang here because of that blocking and it looks kind of nuts. We got to hang. But everything else, like out here where it ties into the existing, we're going to have to tear away L trim notch, tear away L trim notch. Do that first. And then if the homeowners don't like how that looks, the hanging can be later, but that would be an add-on. I told them that's a lot of handwork. We got a notch, L trim, L trim, L trim, L trim. So it might be more beneficial for them to make up their mind now whether or not they want everything drywall. I personally would. That way it ties in at least the whole upstairs. Makes everything look brand new. Because it's going to look kind of funky, especially with areas like this. But yeah, even over here, I don't know how we're going to tie that area. how we're gonna maybe just finish it here. L trim. Yeah, so this is gonna be a little weird. But yeah, I think all we can do is stop right here and then put a L trim, and if they want to case it, they're gonna have to case it. But then it changes. You see the height over there, so we'll see. This one's one of those where you kind of just have to bid it comfortably. That way there's no surprises at the end. But yeah, we've been super lucky with these houses. All of these have amazing views. Look at that. We're up in Aiea Heights right now. Yeah, so now I gotta measure and make sure I bid it right, so we're not crying later. Well, our scope of work is just up here, and down here this is another tie-in that they gotta figure out. All that. We're gonna have to come all the way down, so we're gonna have to demo some of this and make nice, but this is staying as is, which is yikes. All right guys, on to the next one.